within hip-hop are a tool, and it can be used to oppress you or liberate you depending on what your mindset is, your intentions, and what your understanding of history and the society around you.
I would call my art like free art, because I like to do art that regular people could understand. People like walking down the street, young people, old people, people who have no idea about going into galleries and you know, snooting around with the people in their little free champagne and crackers.
Hip-hop is a word that is used as like a blanket statement, but it really encompasses like a lot of different things.
Jamaica is the first place where two turntables, a mic, and a fader existed, and they pretty much created that technology so that they could promote the DJs. The competing DJs wanted to promote their sound, so they would backspin and create these empty space. They would take breaks. A break just means a break in the lyrics, and they would backspin. These breaks and cross the fader, which of course we still do today in hip hop. And then what they would do while they were doing that, they would toast on the microphone, and they would just big up their sound. They would just, you know, they would promote their sound. And that turned into a whole thing. Just toasting became a whole thing. And basically the king of that was this guy named U-Roy.
We had a strong leader in the form of Africa Bambaataa who recognized that what was emerging in the Bronx at that particular time was something that could carry over some of these cultural expressions that were being erased.
Hip-hop is like a natural progression, like any culture sort of forms these different ways of expressing themselves through voice and song and through rhythm and dance and through art.
My strength is really in lettering, in the style of the lettering. You know, it's very you know, uplifting when you can like create something and people react to it, you know what I mean? Whether it's turning their heads on the freeway or, you know, relaying a message in these walls.
Yeah, when I'm out there painting, I'm just free to do whatever I want. I don't have to like listen to anybody's guidelines or put down. Yeah, it's basically like doing graphic design. I'm always doing somebody else's shit. And I hate that. I want to do my own type of art.
Graffiti is seen within, you know, the history of hip hop as being the first expression to emerge. Preceding the MC and the DJs. People who had this understanding of hip-hop brought that sensibility and brought those expressions to the canvas and to the walls and to the graffiti. You know, some of those people that immediately identify with hip-hop culture, you can see that reflected in the art that they do. If you go to ancient Egypt, you know, they had dance, they had art, they had all kind of culture, but your only reminder of it is the hieroglyphics on the wall and the pyramids that were built. Well, you know, when everything is said and done, you know, it might be those writings on the wall that remind people years from now that something special took place, part of a continuum of how we communicated with each other for so long. And it just emerged in the form of what we call graffiti today when hip-hop was born.